What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode. Oh, not an episode, but what it is video. I didn't do one last week. It really wasn't much to do last week. Plus, I was dealing. Oh my God, I was in so much. Let me tell y'all what's been going on. Main reason why I didn't do it is because I was in so much pain, and I still am for the most part with this sciatic nerve. At first I was trying to figure out what was going on, and then because it was something that I never really felt before, but I kind of did. And then remember when I was talking about it before, previous, like a couple of months ago, but it was different from that. Okay, and so then I realized that's exactly what was going on. And the first time that I had it, it had my left side, a little bit out of whack or whatever, lower left side, my thigh, whatever. And it didn't hurt as much. But this time, my God, like it's just, for the past couple of days, it's just been off the chain on my right side. Like I had to take off of work Thursday because when I got up that morning, baby, I could barely put pressure on my right side, my lower right side, like my buttocks, my the back of my thigh. Girl, it was just tingling, had my whole leg just doing the most. Okay. I'm sitting here like, Jesus Christ, what is going on? What is going on? And I am not the type of person that, you know, I would prefer not to be on prescription drugs if I don't need to. But, I was doing a little stretching. That's what I went, and they had me doing some stretches and all that stuff. But I'm going to the doctor for actual appointment, um, to see what's exactly going on with it. Like right now, I took some stuff, over the counter stuff, and I got some ointment on it, and I put a heating pad on it, did a couple of little stretches or whatever for it. I'm okay for the most part. It still hurts, yes, but it's durable. Because if it was screaming like it was throughout this whole week that I was doing these videos for y'all, baby, I was putting on the front. Okay, I was in pain. All right, so right now I'm okay. I'm okay for real, for real. This for right now. I'm hurting, but I'm not like, oh my God, I can't do nothing. It's debilitating hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. But hopefully when Monday gets here, I'll be straight. It'll then calm down. And who fucking thought of sciatic nerve pain? Who and why? Why would you do that? Like, it is so unnecessary. It is so unnecessary. I don't understand it. Baby, listen, like Thursday, I woke up crying. That's how much in pain I was, crying, okay? Oh, it was a mess. That was yesterday. It was a mess. It was a mess. But your girl is back. I'm gonna be alright, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all finna put in the comments, girl, I've been there. Been there, took a while. Girl, and it varies how long it stays. Girl, I don't have time for this. I gotta go to work, okay? Mama got bills to pay and stuff like that. I ain't got time for all this bullshit. This ain't me. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get into this video. I hope everybody else week has been going well. Um, unfortunately, we had some things to talk about that are not necessarily good things. A country music star, she passed away in a car accident during a week, like a couple of days ago. I think it was yesterday, actually. She had a car accident, and this is off the hem of me hearing about, all of us hearing about legendary LaShawn Daniels, who had a car accident and he passed away in that car accident. And it's like, what is really going on? When I heard that news, baby, that shook me to my core. I said, not Big Shiz. I said, no. This man is a hit maker, legendary, been around, like he worked with Beyonce, Michael Jackson, Brandy, Tina Campbell and them. A lot of freaking legends up in the game. He has worked with them and put out a lot of the hits that we have been listening to since the 90s, baby, on up, okay? And that is just a tremendous, tremendous loss, okay? I just never would have thought that he was 41 years old, and I just pray for his family, and he really leaves behind a very, very, very bomb ass legacy. He really does, okay? Um, so my heart goes out to his family for that. Kevin Hart got into a car accident. Now, see, the whole Kevin Hart situation is kind of weird to me, but it's a lot of misinformation out there, like conflicting reports and stuff. They said he was in a car accident. One of his cars, he was not driving. I think his trainer was driving, and his trainer's wife was in the car. And one report that I saw said that the car veered off the road or whatever, and Kevin Hart's security carried him home or whatever, didn't go to the hospital until after he got home. And I said, so you got out the car and you left the other two in the car, because they did say two people were trapped in the car. But at the end of the day, what wound up happening, it was a car accident. He did have some back pain, some back injuries, whatever. And they keep on saying that he's okay or he's just medicated. And then it came out saying that he had a 3 spinal fracture that he needed surgery on. 3 spinal fractures. Okay, baby, I'm up here complaining about my goddamn back, and it like, bitch, it hurts to sit down. Okay, like I've been, walking it out and all that stuff. That's how it was. It hurts to fucking move sometimes, to do this and do that. All right, baby, and you talking about 3 spinal fractures? I know how it was when I fractured my fucking knee, bitch. It hurt to fucking move that leg, and it wasn't even broken. It was just a little fucking crack up in that bitch. It wasn't even broken half. Okay, can you imagine your back being fucked up like that, and you have to move, just go to the bathroom and all that stuff? See, shit like this is where y'all niggas come in handy. Y'all got a dingling where y'all could just whoop that shit out and let it spray up in a cup or some shit like that. Us women, we gotta actually get up. Okay, that shit is going. Oh, I feel sorry for the recovery process. I would not wish that on anybody, because I know he gonna be in some pain. God Lord, but given all that, with the Kevin Hart talk, you got that, and then you go right after this. The timing is crazy. I watched the show The Shop, okay, and also, it's actually a good show. I do like to see the different perspectives and to see that, this is something that LeBron James came up with. And I did find it odd that LeBron James was not on this particular episode, because he has been on each and every episode. It hasn't really been that many episodes. They come on sporadically, And so on this particular episode, you have Kevin Hart, Lil Nas X, a couple of other athletes that was there, a few other athletes that was there. And to be quite honest, I felt like Lil Nas X was the odd man out. I was like, why was he? It just was weird that he was there. At least put him on an episode that had more like entertainers on there and not sports stars on there, whatever. But, it was already recorded. Kevin Hart was being Kevin Hart, doing his thing. And I'm one of the ones who actually saw the episode before this clip went online, okay? Because the episode came on earlier this week. And I think it was Tuesday. Either way, it came on earlier this week. I saw it. And, Kevin Hart, he was just being Kevin Hart, and it felt like he was a little bit drunk, okay? He was just, being trying to be funny and boisterous and all that stuff. But then when it came to Lil Nas X trying to explain the reason why, he decided to come out, and this is what everybody is in an uproar over. It was a gaslighting situation, and if you don't understand that, you need to look deeper into what it is. It wasn't just, Kevin Hart trying to put it out there or get him to explain to other people so he can know what's going on. You know exactly why. Okay? To have this young boy who's only 20 years old, and you can tell that he was uncomfortable. He was uncomfortable giving the answers that he was giving. He was uncomfortable being there, and then for you, as soon as the subject came up, that's the first thing that you want to talk to him about. As soon as the subject come up, it's Kevin. Why? Who cares? Somebody coming at me like that, that's gonna make me go like, damn, can I get you asked the question. I was asked the question. Let me answer it. Not for you to interject your opinion right about now. Who cares? Especially you, given the fact that you had this issue with, your homophobic tweets back in the day and the things that you said you would do in jokes or whatever, if you had a son and he wound up being gay, busting a dollhouse over his head and shit like that or whatever. So you doing all of this, and then when it comes to why, one guy asked, why did you feel the need to come out and say something? And he's trying to explain, and he's like, you know, because you know how they feel and all this stuff. And Kevin, like, who's they? Who's they? You know exactly the fuck who they is, because you was part of the they. All right, you was part of the they who just really wasn't here for the fact that some people are, you know, homosexuals or not. Okay, that's what it is. You know, and given the fact that he's from the hood, like he had to explain and break it down in layman's terms, just we are brought up to believe that homosexuality is wrong, okay, and to not like people who are gay, especially if you were brought up in the hood, and you know exactly what that is because you was brought up in the hood as well. That's part of the reason why you had the mentality that you had that made you want to tweet the things that you tweeted those years ago, okay, because that's the way that you was brought up, that's the way that you thought. I don't care if you change now, but that's how it was when you put those tweets out there, okay? So you knew exactly what it was. And to be quite honest, Lil Nas X, you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. Yes, if you want to put it out there so that you can give encouragement to others who are trying to come out and showing that it's okay or whatever, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, be a sounding board, be an example, be something that someone can look up to in that aspect. That's fine. But explaining yourself to these grown ass men who already fucking know, you ain't gotta explain that to them, okay? They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. But you know, it did go further into the conversation of, you know, different the way that it's more acceptable for an entertainer to come out as gay than it is for a sports star to come out as gay, and mostly because of the idea of being in the locker room with that person. You know, they did go into depths about that, so I was okay with that part. You know what I'm saying? But it was a little gaslight. You know, it was very uncomfortable to see that boy in that position to be like that. And there have been some gay athletes. Do y'all realize Dennis Rodman bisexual as hell, and he made that shit known, and that never stopped him. Like, but you know, people still, like I said, people still live in that mentality where they were taught that that was wrong, and it is what it is. You guys tell me how you felt about that whole situation. Do you think people blew it out? Do you understand where we would come at the people? And to be quite honest, it shouldn't have just been stuff coming at Kevin Hart. It should have been everybody that was there. Okay? Everybody that was there should have got a little bit of the taste of what Kevin Hart got. You know, the backlash, I should say. But yeah, you guys tell me how you felt about that. Prayers out once again to everybody that's in the Bahamas and everybody that's about to be affected and has been affected by Hurricane Dorian. That shit is scary as hell. You have people who are in like 2-story, 3-story houses and apartment buildings and stuff, and the water is like on the second and third floor, and you know, airports is flooded. Streets are flooded, bridges are flooded, everywhere is flooded, and it's just like I never want to experience anything like that. And I pray for everybody who has experienced that and who is experiencing that. And I pray that you guys get out. And, you know, it's just so much when it comes to this. You have to deal with that if you're going to make it, and then how you're going to rebuild, and then the post traumatic stress syndrome, you know, coming from that, the trauma from that, living through that. You know, there are people who went through Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Irma, and all that just recently happened in the past couple of years or whatever. And like I said, Hurricane Katrina, who happened over 10 years ago, that are still dealing with the after effects of that. That shit is going to play on their psyche, and I just hope everybody gets the help that they need in rebuilding, and, you know, people cooperate and don't be assholes about it. Please don't. Please don't. But, you know, it's government shit, and you can't help it. But yeah, my heart goes out to everybody that's affected by that. Um, some more things that's been going on in the news, world news. Over in Africa, South Africa to be exact, there has been a rash of, you know, a lot of Nigerian shops people being attacked and their shops being you know, burnt down or, you know, looted and things of that such, and foreign nationals, and a lot of xenophobia that's been going on over there. And I feel like that is so crazy. It's almost like the oppressed are now doing the oppressing to other people. You know, this is South Africa, a country that went through apartheid, you know, and now who had people like the Nigerians and what that was on their side, trying to help them out during that difficult time. And then now you're turning your anger and your frustration on them and other foreign people who come there and just trying to make a living. That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. And then you're just burning these businesses for what? What exactly did they do to you? What exactly did they do to you? Because they came here and they put their mind together and they went on ahead and made a business for themselves. They made something for themselves, something that you could have did. Is that what it is? And then the government and all this stuff, girl, it's just a lot. I'm sitting here looking at the footages and all this stuff, and I said, wow, wow, this is what we do to our own people. This is what we do. Like, we trying to, you want this group to stop fucking with you, but yet you fucking with your own. It don't make sense. It don't make sense, okay? And I just really hope that we get it together. They get it together somehow. We just need to come together because this is not right. This is not solving any issues that's going on. It's making whatever issue that you have even bigger. That is what's going on. Okay? But yeah, you guys tell me how you felt about that. Let's just get into some actual entertainment news now. Okay? So Young Jeezy and Jenny Mai are dating. Listen, I stopped watching The Real, to be quite honest. I just ain't had time for it, and I really don't watch talk shows. No, I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't watch talk shows, okay? Because shit gets redundant, and they're just saying the same thing that I already read off the Shade Room or lovebsky.com or BT or whatever. I can just look that shit up and read the stuff instead of you telling me it. The same thing that I do. Maybe that's why it is because they're doing the same thing that I'm doing on here. But so. I remember when I was watching it that it did come up talking about them two, getting cozy together. And I'm not surprised that Jenny Mai has found her rapper boo that she wanted to find. Okay, because all that time she was on that show when she was married to old boy, the white boy, she kept on talking about how she liked black men and all this stuff. And an infamous clip then came out of her talking about, you keep that black meat on the side, but the white meat keeps you right, or something like that, or some shit like that. And it didn't even sound right. It sounded like a fetish type of thing, okay? Like, oh, this my little secret. Oh, this what I'm going to go ahead and marry the white because that's what looks right. But, I'm going to have me a little piece of chocolate on the side or whatever. Girl, no. And she just always kept on saying it on the show and all this stuff. And I was like, as soon as it came out that they got divorced, her and her husband, I said, she going to end up with a black man. And sure enough, and I never would have thought that it would have been Jeezy. Girl, people feel some type of way about it. But, I mean, if they happy, let them be happy. It is what it is. You guys tell me how you feel about it. LeBron James trying to trademark Taco Tuesday. If you haven't, I've been watching his his Instagram and stuff. He do put up posts on Tuesdays. And it's Taco Tuesday. His goofy ass or whatever. And my whole thing is, on the one hand, how the fuck you gonna try to trademark something? Now, I don't know if this is really true, so let me put this as alleged. Okay, how you gonna allegedly try to trademark something that's been around since before you was born? Okay, but at the same time, Disney also did the same thing, something like this. With Hakuna Matata, that is a Swahili phrase that been out for centuries, okay? It's been around forever. And now they tried to trademark it too, as well. So I guess you could try to trademark any and everything, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, I don't know how I feel about this. That is something that everybody has been using. People then made products off of it. People then, name certain things in their restaurants on Tuesday. Taco Tuesday is this, is that, and all that stuff. So you trademark it, and now you going to get profit off of it. Girl, listen. I mean, if you can do it, do it. But I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. But, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. But shit, let me find something. Let me go out here and trademark it is what it is, okay? Because that's what I keep on saying. Or what do I always at the end of the day? Let me go trademark that, okay? Since everybody want to trademark shit, let me go trademark my stuff. But moving on from that. Oh, let me start uploading this whole thing while I'm doing this. I just got through recording Love After Lockup. To be quite honest, the episode really wasn't much. It didn't give me what I wanted this week. I don't know why. But yeah. What else was going on? Britney Spears into the news again. She didn't Kevin Federline then got a restraining order against her daddy, saying that he can't come near the kids because the 13-year-old boy got into it with the granddaddy. And the granddaddy, like they said, he kind of violently shook him or whatever. And so at this point, he like, bruh, I don't want you around my son or anything like that. And they granted him a restraining order. It has, like, I am so concerned about Britney Spears, to be quite honest. It's never really consistent good stories back to back about her. It'd be a good story come out and then it'd be like some fucked up shit, fucked up shit, fucked up shit, fucked up shit. Okay, and then a good story. And it's like, can that girl ever catch a wind? It's always something going on over there. Either somebody trying to control her, either she doing some stuff, she trying to convince us that everything is okay, and we can clearly see that everything is not okay. And then it's just, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Y'all understand? Like, it's crazy. But at the same time, do you feel like a restraining order was needed just because they got into it or whatever? I mean, can't you just tell them not to put your hands on my kid or whatever? It ain't like he slaps him or what, but you get what I'm saying. But I feel some type of way too if this grown person put their hands on my child, especially if I already put it out there, you don't put your hands on my child. But is it enough? I think in a sense, Kevin Federline's trying to do some petty shit, so it can look better in court for him to get more custody and to get more money because he has been aiming and trying to get more money for child support and stuff like that out of Britney Spears. And that's been going on for a while. But yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Um, Hosea Sanchez, who played Malik on the game, he came out and basically put his let us know that he was sexually molested when he was a child. He was 14 years old, and it was by a friend's dad at the time. And he basically put out this whole essay, and it was one that needed to be put out because he put plot point by plot point about how he was being groomed, what this person was saying, how he set the situation up, how he used intimidation, and the reason why he took so long to say something about it and called the man out, okay, by name. You know, this man basically was buttering him up, kept on asking him about sex, kept on asking him is he having sex with girls, asking him about his penis and all this stuff. And, like he said, trying to see if he would go back and tell somebody if he was, that he's asking him these type of questions or whatever. And then one day, it took him to veered off the road or whatever and sucked his penis and told him not to say nothing about it. And, used the typical threats that they use. If you say this, I'm going to ruin your life and I'm going to ruin your parents' life and stuff like that, you know. And of course, scared the boy into not saying anything, but now he's comfortable enough to say something now. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for anybody who had to go through any type of trauma like that because nobody should have to do that, especially at a young age, going through that type of trauma. Do you know what that does to somebody? And you see why people are so fucked up in the world as it is now. Okay, you got people that are being hurting other people because they can't come to terms with what they had done. And he said himself it was something that he tried so hard to push back in his memory and to forget. Okay, and so, it just came back up. It just came back up. He must have been triggered enough to say something. And there's a special place in hell for anybody who has ever touched a child, who has ever taken the innocence from a child and taken, the innocence from anybody who did not consensually give that to you. Okay. I don't understand the reasoning and what type of sick person you have to be attracted to somebody that is helpless underage. And that's when it becomes about power, okay? And some people do get sexual gratification off of it. I just don't understand it, and I never would understand. How can you be attracted to a child? How can you think that this is okay? How can you feel be okay with yourself after doing something like this? Oh my goodness. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this. Speaking of this, okay, it goes along the same line. On Wednesday nights after Queen Sugar goes off, there's a new show on that comes on called David Makes Man. Okay, and there's one particular character on there named Serum. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I feel so bad. It's just like this. He is living. It's one thing to have to. It's one thing for a predator to be grooming you and you don't have to see that person every day. It is another thing for a predator to be attacking you each and every night because he lives or she lives in your home. This boy is in a household with a stepfather and a mother. The mother is abusive to him, and she's a white lady, but she talks to him as if and has him talk to her as if we like he's supposed to be her slave or something. And then she's married to a black man. He's biracial too. The boy, her husband, his father, they used to be married together. They got divorced or whatever. And now she's remarried to another black man. This black man is up here sexually abusing this boy at night. And I'm not sure if the mama know, but some part of me thinks that the mother does know. And having to live with that, I could not imagine. And that shit, it just breaks my fucking heart. Anybody that has to go through that, and the fact that this has been going on since the beginning of time, and the fact that it's still going on, it's very sickening. It's very sickening. The world that we live in, and my heart goes out to anybody that has that, you know. And nobody should ever, ever, ever feel afraid to put out there their story. And the reason why a lot of people don't put their story out there is because they're afraid that people won't believe them, and especially when it comes to men, that people will look down on them and talk about them. Oh, you let them do this and think that you're this when you're not, or whatever. It's just a lot. And like I said, my heart goes out. Um, Congratulations to Lizzo. She earned her first #1 record on the Billboard's chart for Truth Hurts, a song that's been out for 2 years, okay? Mama's out here doing it. I don't give a fuck, okay? Fuck Azalea Banks. Fuck that zebra. We don't care. That bitch is bipolar as shit. And, I ain't even gonna say bipolar. That bitch just got problems because I don't know what her mental state is. One minute you praising somebody, then you down talking them, then you praising them again. And I'm talking about the shit that's happening with Nicki Minaj, okay? She came out and she just went in on Lizzo for no reason, out of nowhere. Like, where did you get the issue for her from? I don't get it. Like, and then you just calling her fat and all this stuff, and it's just like, this girl is out here just being cool with everybody, just having a blast, being body positive for the most part, showing that you don't have to be a certain size just to get out here and get, recognized and be successful, whatever. She's loving every inch of her, and you have to come in and say she's being a joke and she's doing all this for white America. No, the girl is smart enough to know just to do the shit that she want to do, okay? How come people just can't do stuff because they want to do stuff? Why does it have to be another reason to it? Okay? Why are you projecting? Why are you projecting? Then you have Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, stop fucking playing. She come out here talking about she about to retire so that she can have first First of all, you put a tweet earlier talking about you can't wait till you drop your next album, okay? Because you worried about that. That's what we waiting on, okay? The next album, the next era. And then you put out another tweet talking about something you retiring from rap so that you can focus on your family, whatever. Are you pregnant already? Is that what it is? Because I believe her and old boy is married, but are you pregnant right now? That's what I want to know. And if you're not, at the end of the day, Nicki Minaj is not retiring from rap. I will never fucking believe that. What I do feel might happen is she probably do have an album that's about to come out. It will drop, and then we probably won't see her for another couple of years because then she want to start her family and do have a baby or whatever. And that is a-okay. That is 100% fine. But don't say that you're retiring. Don't do it, Jay-Z. Jay-Z said after the Black album, I put the Black album, then I back out, and you ain't going nowhere, nigga. Okay? He came right back out a couple of years later. You know what I'm saying? Retire my ass. Nicki, stop playing. But, then you got Azalea, bigging her up. I said, damn, you just just go in on her a little while. Girl, I was just confused, but whatever. Y'all tell me, do you think it's a stunt with Nicki Minaj, or do you think that she's probably already pregnant, or like I said, she probably gonna want to start a family and she just gonna step away for a couple of years or a year and drop an album. She ain't retiring. Put that down in the comments, cause girl, I don't believe it. I have to see it to believe it, and right now I don't believe it and I don't see it. But speaking of, let's give our condolences to Trina. She lost her mother this week, and it makes me all the more mad with the whole shit that happened between the Nicki Minaj and her in that video stuff, because that dude, that A&R guy, came out the side of his mouth putting stuff out as if this is how Trina felt. And when Trina did that live, she literally said she is dealing with more personal stuff that is way more important than a video, a budget, or whatever that's going on right now. And then we kind of find out that the personal stuff is what's going on with her mother. Her mother was sick. Her mother had cancer, and her mother passed away this week. And you mean to tell me you put all this information out and had stirred up all this controversy, started up all this mess, had these people attacking these young kids, okay? These fans attacking this woman, and she ain't even concerned about a fucking video or whatever's going on with that album right now, because she's trying to worry and take care of her dying mother. That is fucked up. And the fact that he would be off my team for real, like for real, like, that's disgusting. But condolences to Trina, and keep your head up and take as much time as you need. That's what you need to do. Malik Yoba, that's not what I'm laughing at, but Malik Yoba came out and basically said that he was trans attracted, okay? And what people don't seem to understand is just because someone says they are trans attracted, it does not mean that they are gay or lesbian or whatever. It just means that they are attracted to trans women. They target to different types of women, okay? That's what it is. And so, he was giving his support to the whole situation that happened with the Reese and Faith situation, the guy that committed suicide, which I told y'all there's so many different stories to that one as well. And then he put it out there himself that he was trans attracted. And then all of a sudden this trans woman come out and basically said, oh, he was out here fucking around with her ever since she was 13 years old and she was trans. So, I don't understand what's going on with it. Baby, it's a lie. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about the situation. I just wanted to bring it up, okay? Because I know people got something to say, sound off on it. But that's interesting. Do you believe that he was out here doing that stuff? I don't put nothing past anybody these days, especially in Hollywood. I really don't. But yeah. And last thing that I really want to talk about before I get up off of here, Dallas Austin is doing his Quincy Jones thing, okay? And what I mean by that is, remember when Quincy Jones went right around the time when his little documentary or whatever came out on Netflix, he did the little interview and he was just going off on everything. He wasn't holding nothing back. He wasn't sugarcoating nothing. He was putting people business out there. This person was sleeping with this person was doing this, and this person was doing that, And that is the same thing Dallas Austin is out here doing with Vlad TV of all people. So he let us know that during the era of Boy Is Mine between Brandy and Monica, right when they were supposed to do that VMA performance that they did, when they came out there in their ball gowns and stuff like that, looking real cute or whatever. And you never would have thought that some shit went down behind stage, but it's always been rumored that they got into it and they somewhat addressed it themselves, like they got over it or whatever. Baby, he put it out there and said that Monica was a little ghetto back then. She wasn't checking for nobody. They ain't had no gold teeth or whatever. But she came a long way. And I don't think he was just trying to call her like she was like, ignorant or whatever. But that's just the environment that she grew up in. And then you got Brandy, who was like this princess, prim and proper and all this stuff. And they just never clicked. And I guess shit came to a head at the this performance, right before this performance, and I don't know. It felt like some shit was, he wasn't telling us everything, but basically what he said was Monica punched that bitch in her face, okay? And I said, bitch, I can see it, and I'm just sitting here like, why? Girl, why are you telling us this? I don't want Monica to say nothing after this, and I don't want Brandy to say nothing. I don't, because we have been on a good spell right now, because y'all know they both can come out and be shady towards each other. Most of the time it's one being in response to the other one. But we've been at peace, okay? We've been at peace. We don't need no more shade, no more. This beef is 20 plus years old, okay? Put that shit to bed. Dallas, you ain't need to tell us this. You ain't need to reenact this, okay? You ain't need to play into our pettiness and our messiness. You didn't need to do that. You really didn't. Because now I'm like, no wonder why Brandy feel the type of way. She been holding on to this. You ain't never retaliate, Brandy. Brandy, you had all these years to punch that bitch back, and you never did. Girl, did you pinch her or something? You just let that girl punch your ass, okay? Girl, you got me fucked up, because ain't nobody finna put their hands on me and not get fucked up back, bitch, okay? Girl, Dallas, just because you said you was there, don't tell these people stories, okay? Let them tell it themselves. And if they don't want to put it out there, don't say nothing. That's what I feel about that. But anyway, I'm still Team Monica all the way. I do like Brandy, but girl, that we need to hear that. We knew it. We knew it. We ain't need confirmation. Okay, we need that. We need that. Please don't ignite some old shit. They too old for this. They almost 40 years old. Girl, stop it. Dallas, stop it. And take that earring out your eye right here. Okay, you look too old for that. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all have a beautiful weekend. And I hope everything goes well for everybody. Be safe. The weather is getting cooler, okay? Summer is almost to an end. Bitch, I'm about ready for it to go. The only reason why I'm ready for it to go, because that means cooler air, which means that the insects are about to go in hibernation, because I am tired. I went outside went Tuesday, okay? I went outside Tuesday, had on some shorts, had on some goddamn shorts, all right? And they tore my ankles up. The mosquitoes tore my ankles up. I'm over it. I'm over it. I have gotten bit more this year than I have in the past couple of years, okay? I don't know. My meat's sweet. My blood is sweet. What is it? I'm a whole meal right about now? God damn. Like, I'm confused. But anyway, y'all be good. And I'll see y'all later. Peace. Hopefully the next time y'all see me, my back issue is together, okay? Just pray for me, y'all. Just pray for me.